Online students, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. So I think we can start. So today's topic is partial order relation. So this is not a very lengthy topic, very quick topic. Uh, more people are coming in class. आ रहे हैं और लोग आ रहे हैं? Okay, we can wait for 1-2 minutes. In previous lectures, any issue up to lecture 1 to 6? Anything that was not clear you want to discuss again? You have submitted Tute 1? Okay. We'll wait for 1-2 more minutes and then we will start. So we can start. Partial order relation. This is another type of relations out of we have already studied some like reflexive, antisymmetric, asymmetric, symmetric, right? So partial order is another type. Let's see what it is. Partially ordered set or poset. So relation R on a set S is called partial ordering or partial order if it is reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive. Equivalence relation was one of them. So in equivalence it should be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Here it should be reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive. Okay? So at a set S together with the partial ordering R is called poset or partially ordered set and it is denoted by SR. So set is S, relation is R. Relation R over set is S is called poset. So this is a symbol less than equal to symbol. This is used to denote a poset. In a poset, the notation A less than equal to B denotes that AB belongs to R. Now this notation is used because the less than or equal to relation is a paradigm for partial ordering. We will see how this less than equal to is okay for this partial ordering. And when there is not equal to sign, A less than B, where equal to sign is not there, that means A is not equal to B, only A is less than B. Okay? So this is a symbol for representing a poset. That means A is related to B. A comma B belongs to R. Yeah. This is an example of a poset. Now, whenever you are asked like whether it's a poset or not, what you need to check? It should be reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive. Okay. So S is equals to 1 to 3, set is there. R is a relation 1 1 2 2 3 3 1 2 3 1 and 3 2. Okay. Now you need to check whether it's reflexive. Yes. Whether it's antisymmetric. Antisymmetric means it is not antisymmetric. Why? 2 1 नहीं है तो एंटीसिमेट्रिक है. 2 1 होता तो सिमेट्रिक होता. ठीक है. 1 2 2 1 both are there, that means symmetric, and 1 2 is there, 2 1 is not there, that means antisymmetric. ठीक है. And what is asymmetric? 1 1 should not be there, 2 2 should not be there. ठीक है. So this is antisymmetric, right? And it is transitive. Yes, because 1 2 is there and no other element from 2. 2 2 is there, So 1 2 2 2 is 1 2. So transitivity is there. Then 3 1 is there. So 3 1 1 2 3 2 is there, and 3 1 1 1 3 1 is again there. Okay. Then 3 2, check for 3 2. 3 2 2 2 is there. So 3 2 is again there. Okay. So this relation is transitive. So this is a poset. This is example of partial order relation. Now here you can see 2 less than equal to 2. That means 2 2 belongs to this partial order relation, and 2 is equals to 2. That's why this less than equal to symbol is there. And whenever 3 less than equal to 2, but 3 is not equal to 2, so only less than symbol is there. Okay? So because 3 2 belongs to this relation, poset, right? So online students, this thing is clear. Any doubt, anyone? ठीक है. Okay. So let's have a look at uh, another example. So this is also poset. Why? Now you have to prove that greater than equal to is a partial order on set of integer. Now you need to check whether greater than equal to is reflexive. Reflexive? Yes, because equal to symbol is there. So A equal to B will always be satisfied. Then it is antisymmetric? Yes, because 2 greater than 3, but 3 will not be greater than 2. Okay? Sorry, 3 greater than 2, but 2 will not be greater than 3. So that means it is antisymmetric always. So always A greater than B satisfied, but B greater than A will never be satisfied, right? So this is antisymmetric. Then third is it is transitive. Yes, if 3 is greater than 2 and 2 is greater than 1, 3 will definitely be greater than 1. Okay? So this is transitive. So this means this greater than equal to is a partial order on set of integers. Okay? Similarly, another example. Go through this. Show that the inclusion relation subset is a partial ordering on the power set of set S. Question is clear? There is a power set of S, and you need to see whether a subset relation is partial ordering or not. So A subset B, B subset C, transitivity you need to check, then reflexivity. A is a subset of A, so it will always be true. Then you need to check antisymmetric. So A is a subset of B, and B is a B will not be a subset of A. Only if those two are equal, because in subset equal to sign is also there, so that will be satisfied, right? A equal to B, those two sets are equal. That is no issue, but A is a proper subset of A is a proper subset of B, then B will not be a proper subset of A, right? So antisymmetric is there. ठीक है? Antisymmetric property satisfied. Clear or not? Any doubt? Now there are two terms. One is called comparable and another is called incomparable. So elements A and B of a poset S less than equals to are called comparable if either A less than equal to B or B less than equal to A. So either of the two should be satisfied, then we will say A and B are comparable. Okay? Now in incomparable, this is not the case. In incomparable, A and B are the elements of the set such that neither A should be less than equal to B nor B should be less than equal to A. Okay? Then A and B are called incomparable. Okay? So that means suppose we have this example. So tell me which of the following, suppose 1 2 is there, so this is incomparable or comparable? If neither of the two are less than equal to, that means it is incomparable. A should not be less than equal to B and B should not be less than equal to A. So that means it is incomparable. So what is 1, 2? 1, 2 is comparable? Yes, because 1 and 2 is belonging to this. Okay. And 1, 3 is comparable or not? 1, 3 is comparable or not? Anyone? है कि नहीं है? Comparable की definition says either A should be less than equal to B or B should be less than equal to A. So 3, 1 is there. ठीक है? So 1, 3 is also comparable. 1 and 3 is comparable, right? अब check for 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2 and 2, 3 all are there. ठीक है? Suppose anything that is not belonging to here, either suppose 4 was also there and neither 3, 4 is there nor 4, 3 is there, that means it is incomparable. ठीक है? Clear, online students? Topic for today is totally ordered chains. Now S is a poset such that every two elements of S are comparable. Every two elements of S are comparable. That means either of the two set belongs to either of the two belongs to this poset. 2, 2 and 3. So either 2, 3 belong or belong to this poset or 3, 2 belongs to the poset. Okay. So every two elements. So this is true for every two. So suppose the set was 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2 must be there, 2, 3 must be there, 1, 3 must be there, and so on. Okay. So for every two, this is satisfied. Then S is called a totally ordered or linear ordered set. Okay. If every two elements of S are comparable, then it is called a totally ordered or linear ordered set. Okay. And this is also called a chain. Now this is the last example. The elements example is 3 and 9 are comparable or not in divisibility relation. So relation name is divisibility. So 3 divides 9 or 9 divides 3. Either of the two is true, right? So this is comparable. And for 5 and 7, this is comparable or not? No, because neither 5 and 7, neither 5 divides 7 nor 7 divides 5. So this is incomparable. Okay, clear? So that's all. Your second module is half 50% complete. Half portion is complete. Now remaining 3 lectures we'll cover in the upcoming week. Okay? So that's all for today. Any doubt in any topic? I will just mark the attendance.